Hello everyone. I thought I'd do a short live stream and hopefully this works. Hopefully it's in landscape mode, and I just want to show you and update you on what I have done on the pond. So we've got a video coming out tomorrow, um, so hopefully you find that video informative about what I've been doing with the clean out of the pond. So I just wanted to run through what we've got going. So I've got myself one of those filtration systems, as you can see there, which should get rid of some of the chlorine. It's running through a 3-stage filter. They're about £50, nothing major. And obviously we've got the pond here. So let's just get over to the pond and take down the net so you can have a good look. So as you can see, the fish seem quite happy. We have a new filter over there. The reason I got rid of the aquascape bowl is it was just leaking down the front of it. Let me just show you the aquascape bowl. So the aquascape bowl here that we've got here, if I just try and lift it up, it was leaking behind the spillway here and dripping down down underneath. It's not really supposed to be doing that, but I decided that I would replace that with something that was pipe based. So as you can see over there, there's the filter. Now I've done a video on this, so you can see the new filter system there. I just put two bulkhead attachments on with some pipe. I'll just go over there so you can see from the top of it. Here's the surge filter system that I've talked about a lot. Now, if you guys have got a Tempest or a Surge, the main difference between a Tempest and a Surge is the Tempest doesn't have a UV at the top, and it has more filtration media inside. So I think this holds about 2,000 litres of water. The Tempests hold about 5,000 litres. The problem that I've noticed that we're having with these things are the outlet attachments. What I find is when I'm fiddling with the various outlets that I've got, such as the filter here and the pipe that runs to the second filter, that when I make an adjustment, I get water leakage coming down here. As you can see it with my finger there. Obviously that's an air hole that goes up and disturbs the media when you open it up through this silicone pipe that I tend to basically do this with. So if I just show you, you see all the muck is coming out. But for some reason, from time to time, as you can see, look, we've got drips. This is the problem with the Evolution Aqua outlet. This is the second one I've got. Evolution Aqua sent me another one that I fitted, but it still leaks. So it is a bit of a problem. Evolution Aqua, if you're watching, can you please address this issue where this outlet leaks? So back to the filter that I'm going to show you. all I've done really is I've put 5 baskets in there with plants, lava rock and pea gravel on the top, with some hessian material to hold it all together as well. And basically that's more or less how the filter works. I also put a bag of lava rock in the middle just to fill it up a bit, and that's essentially what I've done. So I just wanted to show you that, guys, in more detail. Obviously I have cleaned this out. This needs a bit of a more of a clean. So what I'm finding is when we're using the surge filter, the small particles that get through the filter on this get caught by the sponges here. So that means that the surge is not 100% effective. So unfortunately, I think it's a good system, the surge, don't get me wrong. You've got a UV, so obviously I've got clear pipe here so I can see if it's working. And then I went to Japanese water guidance and got a special attachment here, so you don't have to use their hose tails, and that's all put together tightly with plumber's tape. Just disappointing that we get a leak on here, and it's quite irregular as well. So that's what we've been doing there. So we've got the net on, so let's take down the net, guys, so I can show you more. Take down the net. The reason I put the net on is because we have an issue with herons. They'd like to come back and kill all your fish. So what I've done in the pond here is I put an array of new plants. These are oxygenator plants that I've got in like a kidney basket there, and a few more baskets there as well, just to fill this area up with plants. So obviously we've got some new fish as well. If you've seen my recent video, can be an expensive do if you lose all your fish. So let's just get some koi fish, sorry, koi food. Here's a small pond if you're wondering. As an additional, what I've done is I put a new pump in here. I haven't shown you this, I think. And I put a brand new large solar panel with no battery. The batteries units don't tend to last very long. Big, I think it's a 5-watt solar panel there, and that gives a lot of light, and it powers the waterfall here. As you can see, it's not super vast or fast or big, but it gives a bit of a water flow in the small pond here. And as you can see, the water level has dropped because it's summer, and obviously I need to put some more water in there. But this essentially is just a wildlife pond. We did have some fish in here, and there's a fish cave just there where the plants are, on top of some gravel. What I did is I basically got a flagstone and put it on there, and then foamed it in with some expanding foam to lock it in place. Then put everything on top of the flagstone, but underneath there is a fish cave where fish can hide. Now I did have some fish in here, but no doubt the heron has had its fill of those small tiny goldfish that were in here. So that was quite upsetting that we lost the fish there. But yeah, basically we've built a small concrete tunnel, as you can see there. Essentially we just put a strip of liner and some stones on top of the liner that run into the pond here, as you can see. At the moment it's not very sunny, so we're only getting a bit of a trickle, but it's sufficient for a little pond like this. And as you can see, it's doing quite well. As you can see, the garden is coming along as well. So we've got fruit trees here. I thought I'd show you these. So we've got blackberry, as you can see over here. Got blackberries. So there's some blackberries there. That's what's growing at the moment. We have pears. These are pears that are starting to grow. Apples, lots of different apples. Well, not different apples, but lots of apples, many of them. So that they're doing all right. Just give that maybe another month and they'll be ready to eat. Up here, you can see I've got plums. Look at that. Finally, after 4 years, we actually have some plums. So Jordan, hello. How are you doing, sir? Hope everyone's doing okay. Yeah, so we've got some plums there. Now, I do have a cherry tree. Unfortunately, the pigeons like to eat it. So, all my lovely cherries have vanished, unfortunately. So, what we do have is some apples, pears. Look, I'll show you some more pears. And we'll have some plums. Finally, look at that. Look how many plums we've got up there. Quite a lot. So that's the plants. So let's get some koi food, eh? Some more koi food. Hopefully it's at the right orientation, the video. Should be in landscape mode. Koi food for the koi fish. That big one's my favourite one though. So in a recent video I had an issue with the shibunkan. He was harassing one of my other fish. I took him out for a day and that seemed to have calmed him down. As you can see, it's quite a big one though. So all these fish were from the Garforth Pond Koi Supplies shop next to the Garforth Garden Centre. They're about £25 each. Now, I know some of you guys follow Japanese water gardens and they sell fish obviously, but I do think they're a bit on the expensive side, even for their regular size ones. So that's why I prefer to go to Garforth Place instead, because it's reasonably priced, especially for an average size koi. You're talking £25. A bit bigger, £45, and like their biggest ones are between £250 and £450. So that's still quite fairly reasonable. So I'm just doing a bit of a catch-up live stream because I've not done one for a while. Unfortunately, I've been having a problem with my voice recently, so it makes it difficult for me to do videos. But I just wanted to do a quick live stream just to show you where we're at the moment. One thing I've not said is we've done a big clean out. Now, have you seen a recent video where I had the temporary pool out on there, and I transferred all the fish and the plants to the pool and then dismantled it, and basically I got the power wash out and we cleaned the whole thing. Unfortunately, it looks like the fish have been digging in the plants and we've got more gravel on the floor again. We don't seem to be able to win at the moment. when it comes to gravel falling in the pond from the plant area. So it does seem like the koi fish have been going into the plants. Whether they do it for fun or whether they're looking for something to eat, I don't know. So in terms of cost on the filter, if you're wondering how much it costs to do the filter, it was about £40 for 2 of these plastic tubs. Obviously MS300 silicone, it's about £15. The actual attachments, the bulkheads, I think they were about £5 for free on Amazon. Obviously your baskets, you're talking about £15 for 5 approximately. Your plants, well, I reuse some plants, but you can get some plants from a company called I think it's Lancaster Pond Supplies. They do supply plants, but they don't supply the soil, so you'll have to get some special soil as well, something that is aquatic safe. You can't use regular soil because it's got lots of nasty chemicals in normal soil, so that's why you have to get special aquatic soil. So essentially that's what we're talking about really. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick live stream, show you what I've done. Hopefully you enjoy the video that comes out tomorrow at around 12 o'clock. So I'll just call it a day. Just wanted to say a big thank you to those of you that have subscribed to the YouTube channel. I do appreciate you guys that come to my channel and subscribe. If you've just come across this live stream and you haven't subscribed already, please do so. So I just wanted to give you a bit of a show and tell of what we've done with the pond so far. But the main key thing I think you need to take away from this live stream is net your pond, because that's the one thing that will save your fish from predators. You can do lots of things. You can get these plastic herring moggles and move them around. You can get water spray jets that fit on hose pipes, but essentially the main thing to stop herons attacking your fish is a net, unfortunately. Does it look nice? No. Does it look ugly? Yes. It doesn't have to look ugly having a net on your pond, because obviously it sort of distracts, doesn't it? Distracts from the whole feel of having a pond. So this is why you need a net. Anyway, I'll leave it there guys. Thanks for watching and take care.